it's Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King. Got some massive news for you all, guys. I've just got off the phone from Prince Khalid of Saudi Arabia. He told me this fight's a 100% on. August 14th, 2021, summertime. All eyes of the world will be on the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And I cannot wait, repeat, cannot wait to smash Anthony Joshua on the biggest stage of all times. This is going to be the biggest sporting event ever to grace the planet Earth. Do not miss it. All eyes on us. Peace out. God bless. See you all in Saudi! Yes! Get it.
There you have it, the WBC champion Tyson Fury and also the lineal champion saying that Undisputed is going to be happening August 14th, and he's had assurances from Prince Khalid in Saudi Arabia. And we'll talk about a few other things that he mentioned in that video a little bit later on, but seemingly, I mean, can we hope? Is this actually going to happen? Is this going to get over the line? Because obviously in recent months, it's kind of been death by a thousand cuts. You know, an announcement has been coming for ages, and we're told any day, any week now. But this does seem like this is pretty much as close as we've been so far. And Tyson Fury mentioning Prince Khalid getting the assurances, and some of the reporting in recent days, in the past week or so, has mentioned that this deal is all but done. The August 14th date that had been out there from the likes of Eddie Hearn, even Frank Warren confirmed that, but some of the reporting, say by Lance Pugmire of The Athletic, suggested that the money was the holdup, that the sum that was needed wasn't quite there or hadn't been sort of guaranteed, and that they were waiting on that before they could really sort of square this one away. And let's face it, the money was always going to be the big issue here, because we've been told it's a $100 or $200 million fight. Whatever the guarantees, whatever was promised to the fighters in terms of a site fee about what they were expecting to get, this has obviously been one of the hang-ups. But if that issue is seemingly squared away, because why would Tyson Fury come out like this unless he didn't have some sort of assurance or guarantee whatever he expected he was going to get? And he looked pretty happy there. So it seems like this fight is going to get made. And I've certainly been a skeptic and a doubter, just because we've been here, done that, got the postcard before, but I think we're further along the path than we were in 2018. So I'm optimistically confident that it's going to happen, and hopefully August 14th. I mean, it hasn't been formally announced, and as I said on Twitter, hopefully they can just announce it now, because that can put to bed some of all of this sort of death by a thousand cuts situation, and we can start talking about the fight, because ultimately that's what we really want to focus on, not this sort of pre-fight period, the negotiations, all that sort of stuff, because it gets so tiresome. So yeah, I'm optimistically positive that this is going to lead to something that sees the fight announced very soon. In terms of the other comment there from Tyson Fury about it being the biggest sporting event, that sort of thing, well, if we're talking for 2021, it will certainly be up there. Not all time, because, I mean, we have to see the fight first to really be able to gauge it where it would sort of sit, because if it turns out to be a stinker or doesn't quite deliver the sort of fireworks that people are expecting, it's probably not going to go down in the annals of history, sporting history at least, as one of those sort of great events. But it's a massive event for boxing, probably the biggest event for boxing in all of 2021 should it happen. And it's a legacy fight for both, and one that we've been wanting and needing in the heavyweight division, because we haven't seen an undisputed fight, an undisputed champion in a generation now. So there is history in the making. Everyone's seemingly going to get very well paid. And is this maybe going to be a two-fight deal? I guess we'll have to wait for the announcement. And possibly it sort of hinges on whatever happens in the first fight. Maybe there's an option for the second fight from the Saudis to pick it up again, a site fee. Maybe they've penciled something in terms of what they would like to pay. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that score. But in terms of a build-up, 3 or 4 months, that's about right in terms of really marinating that into and building it up, making it a as big an event as possible. I guess there'll be some disappointment from UK fans that it's not in the United Kingdom, but there will probably be the option to travel to Saudi Arabia. There'll be different things in place, I'm sure, and even in the COVID landscape, they will be making sure that they can put their best foot forward. And I know some people will say this is an opportunity for them to sports wash. Boxing has never really been so concerned with those types of things. Think of some of the biggest fights in history where they've gone, the Thriller in Manila, the Rumble in the Jungle. I mean, boxing just sort of cuts through and does what boxing wants to do. So yeah, optimistic that this is actually heading somewhere. We're going to get this fight. And what do you make of it all? Drop a comment, loud and often. Hit like, hit subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, boxing_squared. I'm out.